Hey everybody, I just wanted to do a quick video here because I posted something yesterday online and there have been some responses to it and I just want to address some of those responses. So if you see this tweet that I posted, I said that, did you know James Gunn hired Rachel Brosnahan to appear in Superman and then had her dress like a dude? And then I showed on the left what she looks like in real life and on the right how she appears in the DCU. I started getting comments from people and even people that I like and respect. I don't have any beef with anybody and I am not offended by these comments in any way. I like the dialogue. Just want to throw that out there. Justin Proper said, I disagree. As long as it's within the dress code, wear whatever you want. Most people who want to just pay the bills and go home won't give AF. And you know what, Justin, that's perfectly fine. But the thing is, I'm not going to work now. I'm not going to an office. I'm not going to a place of business. This is a Hollywood production that cost hundreds of millions of dollars to create. And people that are paying tickets to see it are paying good money to see this movie. Now, part of Hollywood is you see some glamour, you see some elegance, you see things that you don't see in an office. And at minimum, if the actress looks good in real life, there shouldn't be an active effort to make her look bad. Lorena, I really like her. She says, first picture looks to be from a formal event. Second picture is pretty much what's worn in a casual work environment. She looks pretty in both. That's 100%. I'm not suggesting that a woman looks terrible because she was dressed in a certain way. I'm just saying that considering the actress and how she looks when she steps out in public, it's strange that when you go to a movie, the movie seems to be making an effort to not make her look so good. Lauren Masters, who I've known for a long time, she says she still looks good. The movie has hot women in it, though. You know, it has a few women that look okay, these kind of ditzy women that you briefly see. But I'll tell you this. Lois Lane and Clark Kent are supposed to have this romance. Now, in the movie, I feel like their relationship was really fast-tracked and not focused on enough because there was so much happening in this movie, too much happening, too many side characters, too many things happening at once. It was like an ADHD movie. So already I think that their relationship wasn't built properly within the movie. It doesn't help that they had her dressed, in my opinion, like a dude. Now here's what Ken is saying, and this is more along the lines of what I'm thinking. This is like hiring Sydney Sweeney and making her wear shirts from the 50s for most of the movie. Oh wait. Now, if you remember in Madame Webb, you had somebody like Sydney Sweeney going to the red carpet events looking how she did on the left, which is really good. And then on the right, that's how you saw her in the movie. It is absolutely ridiculous to have an actress like that and to go out of your way to make her look dumpy. They absolutely did that in Madame Webb. And the truth is, this is a trend in Hollywood. The trend is, and this has been probably since 2017, is that Hollywood, quote unquote, wants to combat the male gaze. And what I think about that situation is that you want people to come and look at your movie and gaze at your screen, if you will. And the thing is, this isn't exclusive to men or women. Any person that walks into a theater and pays money, they prefer to see people on screen that are glamorous, that are appealing. That's just human nature. People look at the screen and that's what they want to see. Chrissy's Pop Culture Corner, I normally don't wear an evening gown and updo to work. Lois Lane, 1978, she's rocking the pantsuit a bit. You know what? I'm still going to say that in 1978, if you look at that movie and most of the scenes there, Lois has still some kind of elegance. There's a way she carries herself, whether it's how the shirt is and how her hair and makeup are done. You still consider her a woman. They built the relationship well. There's enough scenes when they're sitting at her apartment. She's dressed in a more feminine way. Is she tough and smart and competent? Sure, all of those things. But you never think to yourself that they're trying to make her not look feminine. And I can't say the same about James Gunn in his movie. And the truth is, and I've said it before, James Gunn has a history of doing this. James Gunn did the same thing with Nebula in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Now, people always tell me, well, Nebula isn't even a woman. What are you talking about? The thing is, if you look at the earlier marketing and the way she was presented in previous films, and then you look at Nebula in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, you'll see very clearly that there was a shift. So the question is, why was there a shift? And I think it's pretty clear. I've said this before. I absolutely think that as a person, James Gunn is super woke. He is just a more clever version of woke. A lot of time these days in Hollywood, you see all these type of activists, and they're writing things for Disney, for the MCU, for Star Wars, and they're so bad at writing that all you can see is their agenda. and I give James Gunn credit. He's not a bum. He knows how to make a movie. He knows how to write a screenplay. So in that case, in a way, his agenda peddling is actually a bit more concerning because it's more clever. It's more kind of smooth, and it's injected in a way that feels a little bit more ambiguous, but not really. Not to me, at least. This is a person that showed how Amy Adams looked in Man of Steel. Amy Adams looks like a woman. Whether she has a vest on or a shirt or a button down or whatever it is that she's wearing, even Zack Snyder, who's kind of a strange dude, understood if there's a woman in your movie and she's the love interest, you have to at least spend some time showing why Superman would be interested in her. Maybe she didn't have to be like a supermodel, but at least she'd have to have some feminine qualities. If you look now at Rachel Brosnahan's Instagram, if you look at any article printed about her, if you look at any show she's been on, to date, the worst Rachel Brosnahan has ever looked, ever, is in Superman. That's the worst she's ever looked. And just to sum up this whole situation, I actually then saw some of the comments and I decided to add a comment to clarify. And I wrote, update, I've looked at some of the comments here and let me clarify. Lois didn't need to walk around with her boobs out at work, but she could have looked more feminine and more elegant. In the picture below, Rachel is mostly covered, but still looks like an appealing woman. And yes, this is what I meant. She doesn't have to wear naughty dresses at work. I'm just saying that you could still present her as something more feminine, and that's clearly not what's going on here. In any case, thanks for hanging out here, and thanks for watching this video, and if you enjoy these kind of takes and want to hear more of my wonderful thoughts, please make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching, my friends. Thank you, and good day.
I am such an awesome guy. I make so many videos. From